Welcome, welcome, welcome. Today, we're going to talk about habits of success. And really what we're going to talk about is what exactly is a habit of success? And how do we get there? What does it stand for? How are the people that you see, when you see somebody that's having this amazing amount of success, what are they doing? How do they get there? Let's talk about it for a second, because there's so much information out there. Is it the 5 a.m. club? I'm sure you've all heard of it. Is it the miracle morning? Is it going through the savers and doing 𝗷𝗯𝗵𝘃𝗀𝗀 miracle morning? Is it a nighttime routine? Maybe it's meditation, movement, afternoon naps. I just read yesterday this really cool study on naps, not actually going to sleep, but actually just shutting your eyes for a period of time. And it had a bunch of different things that what your eyes do. It was great. It was great. It was talking about how we get our brain to work, right? Is that the thing to do now? Or maybe it's the one thing. Maybe you need to prioritize and get down to that single thing that such by doing it, it makes everything else easier and unnecessary, right? There's all this different information. But you want to know what the truth is? It's going to be really confusing. If I said, is it the 5 a.m. club? Is it the miracle morning? Is it the nighttime routine, the meditation, the movement, the naps, the one thing? Is it? I'm going to confuse you even more, because the answer is yes. It is. It is. Do those create habits of success? Absolutely. But those all work, all of them. But the truth is, it's actually, what are you committed to? You see, because commitment is a statement of what is. You can know what you're committed to right now by the results you are getting in that area of your life. Think about it. Job, how much money you make? You make 60, 70 grand a year, then you're committed to making 60, 70 grand a year. You're committed to that. That's your result. The weight on the scale, go stand on it. Guess what? That's what you're committed to. By the choices that you make, by the movement that you do or don't do, the exercise that you do or you don't do, the food that you eat or don't eat. It's what you're committed to. That's all. You see, they all work. But it comes down to, what are you committed to? Not what you say, but actually what you do. And if you want a different result, you must commit to a different behavior. You see, because nothing changes if you don't change. You see, all of us have it, me included. I have things that I need to change so that my life can make it to that next level of what I want. So that next version of me, the best version of me, can come out. I got to commit to some new habits, right? And I want you to understand what a habit is. In its simplest form, right out of the dictionary, Google it yourself, check it out. It says a long-standing pattern of learned behavior. So the habits of success are long-standing patterns of learned behavior. All those things work because those people who use them are extremely committed to them. You see, what you are committed to right now is your habit. It is the learned behavior. You have created that. You, nobody else. You have made those decisions. And it's okay. It's great. Because guess what that means? It means you also can create that next version. You get to create you. So again, I'm going to say it. If you want a different result, you must commit to a different behavior. And it's as simple. I got the 3 C's to create habits of success. You ready? Get your pen out, get your paper out, because here's what we're going to do. We're going to go through the 3 C's together. The first C is, guess what? What do you think it is? What I've been saying this whole time, right? We started this whole conversation. The first C is, you must commit. You must commit to that result that you want. You must identify the result. What is it that I want? And you must commit. It must be deep in your cells, in your body, in your mind. Because when you commit to it, because you're already committed to things, You're already heavily committed to things. Are they getting you closer or farther away from who you want to be and the goals that you want? The results that you want. So the number one C is commit. The second C is competence. You must create the competence. So if we commit to this result, now I must create the competence. I must go get the skills necessary to achieve that result, whatever it is. If I want to lose weight, if I want to be healthy, if I want to create that body and mind that I want, and I'm committed to that result, and I've identified that result, now I must get the competence. I must get the skills necessary. So I must start moving my body. And it can be very simple. It could be walks. It could be planks. It could be squats on and off of your toilet. It could be something very, very simple that gets you moving, that starts to create the competence and the muscle structure that you're moving correctly so that you can have that result. See, it's very simple. It's not, this isn't some grand thing. You don't now have to all of a sudden become some fitness world champion. That's not what this is. Competence is much less than that. But we must get the skills necessary to achieve the result. Same thing goes with what you want in life. You want a better job. You want to make more money. Great. Put that out there. What is the result I want? I want X. I want X amount of dollars. I want to make X amount of dollars. I want to build my own, whatever. Now, guess what? You got to create the confidence. You got to go get the skills necessary to achieve that result. And the third C is confidence. But guess what? When you commit, when you get the confidence in that, when you acquire those skills, you then create the confidence. You create the confidence in it. You cannot have that confidence. This portion of creating habits is only earned. That number on the scale, you've earned it. That number in your bank account, you've earned it. Those results in your life, you have absolutely, positively earned it. Whether that's good or bad, great or sad, you have the ability to change it. By committing to the result, gaining competence, and getting the skills necessary to achieve that result so that I build the confidence in me so that I can do it over and over and over again. Because what did we say when we identified what a habit was? It was a long-standing pattern of learned behavior. You are very confident in those things that you're doing. You are. They may not be good or they may be great, but you have learned those behaviors. You have created those behaviors. But if you want a different result, you need to commit to a different behavior. Those long-standing patterns of learned behavior, they happen because I've created competence in it. I've created confidence in it, and then I do it over and over and over again. You see, those items in our lives that we do that we are doing out of habit, we have learned how to do those. We are confident in how to do it. Something as simple as tying your shoe. Something as simple as brushing your teeth. Something not so simple when you started, but it's probably simple now, is driving the car. Do you remember that first time you got in the car and you tried to back out of the driveway? You remember that? You remember that feeling? How scared you were? Probably went off the curb, maybe even clipped the trash can that was over there. Remember that? Today, out of that same driveway, you don't even have to think about it. You whip your ass right out of there, no problem. Why? Because you committed to doing it more. You became very competent at it. And now your confidence is through the roof. I just whipped that thing around. Sometimes we're overconfident, right? I got a new house or a place about a year and a half ago, and it's a pretty narrow garage. It's a two-car tandem, and I was pulling out of the garage one day, and I was a little bit overconfident because I had done it so many times, and I cracked that thing a little bit early, and whoop, yep, almost tore the bumper right off the car, right? Because I was a little bit overconfident in my competence of getting it out of there. But I want you guys to think about those things. I want you to take that into consideration. All right. 3 C's of creating habits of success. Habits of success are long-standing patterns of learned behavior. How do we create better learned behavior? How do we create better patterns? We do it by committing to a different result. The moment you commit to that, believe it, get deep in your souls, and then go get competent. Go acquire the skills necessary to achieve that result that you just committed to. By getting those skills, by remaining committed to it, regardless of the time that it takes. Don't get confused by I can do it in a week or I can do it in a day. You can't. We grossly overestimate what we can do in a year, and we grossly underestimate what we can do in the next 5. Commit to the result. Commit to acquiring the skills. Get the competency. Because the moment you become confident, that's when you do it again and again and again. And when you do it over and over, it becomes a long-standing pattern of a new learned behavior that, if it's in alignment, will lead you to the success that you want. Go create those habits. Go commit to those habits. Go gain confidence in you. Confidence in being the best version of you and being your optimal self. All right. Now, guess what? It's all in your court. Get your journal. Write it out. Come on. Identify. Commit. What is that result you want? Don't be afraid. If you're watching this on YouTube, or if you're not and you're listening to this, go over to the YouTube channel. Find this one. Put something in the comments. Comment what you're committed to. Let's hold each other accountable. Accountable to being better, to being much more than we could be, and more importantly, to be the best version of ourselves. Go do it. You deserve it. All right? Hey, please jump on over to optimalself.today. We'd love to have you part of the group. It's growing like crazy, but we need you all, because this only exists to create better lives so that you can be the best version of you and you can inspire somebody to do the same. Starts at optimalself.today. Please jump in. Love to have you. All right. Until next time, get your ass out there and be the best version of you.